Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you the tokens and the themes module of the Studio platform. These go hand in hand since we need the themes for the right resolving of tokens. So let's start with the dashboard. We've already seen that in the onboarding video. Most important link here is to the documentation, to our Slack if you want to have help, and to the YouTube videos that we have. Find Your API key is also very helpful if you want to connect some of the external tools like the CLI or the Figma plugins. But let's go to the tokens page. The tokens page on the left is the first starting point where you're able to edit your tokens. After you've imported your tokens, you should be facing a structure similar to this, depending on your structure of your system. And here we have the ability to look at our sets, what we have here we can also see how many variables are connected. And if we go to the global set, we have our table editing experience. In this table editing experience, you have like the chance to use your keyboard navigation, so we can just easily navigate through that and quickly edit this to being a 2020, well, 2020. Oh my God. And change back, that actually works. We can easily change the values too, if we go here and change that value. And that is actually like a very good way of editing here with your keyboard navigation, just using your cursor keys to navigate on these lines. We can also do a multiple row edit by maybe let's change the red here to be different color. Let's not call it red, but let's call it cherry. So we're going to rename. By pressing Shift, you're able to highlight all rows so we can select that. And then I'm going to change all my reds to my cherry, and that would rename all tokens to cherry. After that, it's done. Let's rename them back, otherwise some people will be mad. So cherry goes back to red, and our system is now back to red, and everything is working fine. We can also select a token and see where it's actually used. So let's try our red 500. That is only used in our emphasis at the moment. If we try a neutral color, or actually let's try our size base. You can see that size base is actually having a size calculation here, and then it's used in the section and there, because we're calculating the value on top here. So that's quite nice that we can see these trees to follow. On the row itself, we have multiple actions, I already showed you the quick edit by pressing Enter, but you can also press space to go to the edit panel, which gives you a bigger overview of that, where you can also add color modifiers if needed for that color token, for example. You can add a description and so on. If you want to do an action on that token, you can either go to the context menu on the right side to edit, duplicate, delete, or you can right click on any row and do the same actions. So you have a context menu available. If you select multiple tokens, you already saw the rename function. We also have a duplicate function, change type, change value, and delete. That's already there for multiple rows. The next cool trick here is the filtering. So we can either filter by type. So let's say we only want to see spacing tokens. I can select them and see only the spacing tokens that are available. I can also reset to show all. I can also search for tokens, so I know we have color red. So I'm searching for my color red tokens. Red, it's also red, color red function. So that's all there. You are also able to visualize the nesting level. So you can press one which show one nesting level, so we can see all our colors are nested inside here. That's also there, and you have your add tokens. On the top of a token set, you can either rename your token set to a different name, or you can also use the download JSON to download that specific JSON, duplicate or delete. To switch the sets, we just use the side navigation to go to a different set where you can see the values. Here you can see the referenced values. So this is actually referencing the radii. I could change that to radii 100, save it, and you see how the value actually updated. On the type column, you can see what types we have that are all used. Okay, perfect. We have done that. So now let's switch to the Command K menu. there is a Command K menu, so pressing Command K or Control K will bring you to the Command K panel. There's a few cool functions in here that let you switch your projects faster or your sets. At the moment, you can also switch to dark mode. So if I just press right dark, if I don't have a typo, I can switch my full interface to dark mode. Let's switch back to light mode again. I can also navigate through sets. So if I press S and space, I can see all my sets. So let's say I actually want to go to my button set. I just use that for the quick navigation. So I don't need to leave my keyboard for these things. I can also navigate between different projects by pressing P space and then going to my Token Zen Garden. We are already at Token Zen Garden, but it's reloaded again. And let's go back to our tokens page by pressing Shift K. And let's go to our set and let's go to our globals again. By setting all of this, we can navigate through that. On the bottom left here of the tokens, you can see your themes that are currently active. So I actually have my color mode. It is currently set to light. I can also switch it to dark mode, and I can actually unset it, which means it's not active at all. So if we go back to light, this actually sets it. Pressing the edit here brings it to the same page as pressing themes here. And here we are able to manage our themes. We can manage themes and theme groups kind of in this one. Keep in mind a theme group, so the top layer here maps to a collection in Figma, and each theme option underneath actually maps to a mode in Figma. So in the theme group, we can actually add different options that we want. We can have more than 4. You can have like 50, 60, 70, how many options you all want. Only 4 will work in Figma if you're on an organizational plan and not enterprise. In that theme option, you can actually define a description. You can set which sets are actually active here. And that's it. You can also create a new theme group. So let's say we, for example, need one for breakpoints. And then in that breakpoints, we're going to create an option for 320 and one for 1440 and save. And this would create our theme groups in here where we could create, like, manage all of these. Let's delete it again. Perfect. Theme group is deleted. The last page is the configuration. We're going to make a separate video about that because it covers a lot more. But this kind of gives you the first overview of token management and theming in Studio